What is up everyone, Rev1G here, welcome to another episode of the Elder Scrolls Online. Okay my friends, we are back, so let's continue our adventure. Let's get the daily rewards of course, and this time we have some food. Nice. Okay, so our next main mission, we have only 3 left. CADWELL the Betrayer, Jode's Core, and the heir of Anequina. The heir of Anequina. What was Anequina again? Right, so where are we going? CADWELL the Betrayer. Well, where are there supposed to be people in here? Oh, actually they're in here.
Hold, varlet! Don't you dare attach that foot to my ankle.
This is CADWELL's longest episode yet. Perhaps I can...
That's it! Time to give you knaves what for.
These are visions, dismembered bodies.
Hello my friend, you good?
Speak up! I'm about to teach these rapscallions a valuable lesson. And yes, I plan to make it hurt.
CADWELL, my boy, you good?
I could use a noble squire for the battle ahead. To battle ahead? Anyway, Zumog Fu has gathered the dismembered parts of the betrayer's body. I can't allow the necromancer
Oh, that's not
to
good.
put me back together. I'm not entirely certain. It's definitely a dark, menacing cavern. Just the sort of place necromancers enjoy hanging around. Oh! Here now! Stop that! Your pardon, noble squire, but I have to go kick myself in the head. I'm off to put a stop to these dastardly villains.
Tarn, can you
Wait,
determine
left?
where CADWELL disappeared to?
Oh, can I have this? No, I guess not.
Of all the foolish, idiotic, misguided things that CADWELL has ever done, this may be the worst of them all. He fancies himself a hero, but he's given Zumog Fu exactly what he needed. I'm
What?
no expert on necromancy, but it's obvious that our CADWELL is the last piece Zumog Fu needs to restore the betrayer. He has all the parts of CADWELL's dismembered body, and now CADWELL has handed him the final component, his very essence.
Okay, so then we need to find
Does
him.
a soul shriven have a soul? I have no idea how the philosophy of oblivion accounts for such things, but there must be some...
We need to go and look for him.
Original CADWELL
We need to
is
bring him back.
we know. It stands to reason. The necromancer would need that as well. I managed to scry CADWELL's portal before it winked out. It connected to an ancient crypt in the scar, not far from the Stitches. Head there immediately. The rest of us will make preparations and join you as soon as we can.
Alright, let's go. Of course, we have a new home. Man, I like this DLC. Okay, let's check out the voice shrine. I'm not sure exactly what this location is, but yeah, it's not in the city. No, it's here. Wait, there is a sky shard here as well.
Watch your step in this teaching.
And this is up here or... No, it can't be up here. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, come on, man, that killed us? No way. Sound good? As in our location is behind us.
You took your time. Let's talk.
Yeah, I had to grab a sky shard.
Travel never used to take this much out of me. Oh well. Now that you're here, we can begin our investigation of the crypt. The adept and the prefect volunteered to scout ahead. They haven't returned. That means it's up to us. We must stop Zumog Foom from reanimating Cadwell the Betrayer. Something has prevented them from returning. I can only assume the necromancers or their undead have done them in. Where they were forestalled, we must prevail. Otherwise, Zumog Foom and the dragons get one step closer to fulfilling their plans. Don't be a fool. Our first priority is to stop Zumog Foom and keep him from aiding the dragons. After
Yeah,
that,
of course.
we can worry about everything else. Provided we survive, of course.
Yeah, I guess let's see what we're going to find here. CADWELL.
I'm
Good.
afraid I bungled this one royally, old friend.
Oh, there he is.
I opened a portal, meant to put the villainous Zumog Foom to the sword. He got the better of me. The necromancers stole my essence, flung it to assorted ritual sites throughout the lair. Now I'm weak and my old body is being restored. The big cat and the Imperial, they arrived shortly after I did, but they didn't fare much better. I'm not sure what Zumog Foom did with them. I've just been standing here trying to recover enough
Yeah,
strength.
how is this guy
to
so
give it another
strong?
go. Charge me up again? Capital idea, and I agree. We can't let the betrayer join the dragons. That reminds me of a time. No, can't think. Too weak. I'll stand with you as long as I can. Could use a bit of a lie down, though.
Right, recover CADWELL stolen energy.
I'll delay Zumog Foom's ritual.
You left us to die, Kano.
Oh shit.
Your blood is
The fuck is
on
this?
your hands.
I mean, there's nothing you can do, so... It won't matter, my man.
That glowing cloud. It's holding this ritual together.
Oh, this is his energy?
Refreshing. Let's find the rest of me and put it back where it belongs.
Oh, we gotta activate one of those scrolls as well.
You were never strong enough, Zamorak. I died because you were praying to the moon won't save me.
Bro, how many friends can you have?
Interloper. Just more fuel for the ritual.
Zamorak failed.
Well,
Again.
Welcome back, little energy. I missed you so.
you're a senile old fool, half-brother.
Oh, there's two here.
Reckless. The dragons are your fault.
Bro, how is that out of range? Right in front of us.
Get rid of that damn cloud! Oh, that hits the spot. Did you know I used to be a high shot?
Come on, bud. Let's go.
Five Claw. This one doesn't have much time. Malado should not be here. This one should be prowling the sand behind the stars and preparing for the next pounce, not lingering in this fetid tomb. Zumag Fum called Nalado back. He planned to use her in a foul ritual, but dead or no, Nalador is still a soldier. His follower never stood a chance. This one sensed something. Decided to wait here a little longer. Nalado thought the cloud of energy reminded her of the strange knight adorned in cookware. This one thinks she absorbed the energy when she killed the necromancer and disrupted this part of the ritual. Return it, perhaps, though that will certainly shred this spirit form. No matter, Nalado no longer belongs in this realm. Tell Queen Carmira and Garashri that Nalado says farewell. Now, prepare yourself, strange knight. This belongs to you.
Okay. Alright, let's mark him.
Stop me. Neither you nor that bumbling corpse stand a chance. Your life is mine, outsider.
Oh, that's a dragon.
You can't exist in the same reality, soul shriven. The stronger the betrayer becomes, the weaker you will grow. Let the essence of death flow free.
What's up, bro? Where'd you go? So it's actually friendly. Uh-oh. Miss, bitch.
Feels like I'm fading away.
Use the bow as well.
Of course, I planned to deal with the orc myself once my reanimation was complete. Now that I'm whole, I have a destiny to fulfill. So, cheerio. I always heard that introspection could be difficult. Meeting yourself. No one likes to discover that they were a tallow catch. Try not to hold it against me. Him and me were two sides of a dented coin. I don't think the world can handle more than one Cadwell at a time. My essence, I feel it draining away. Strange as the end approaches, so does clarity. You will try to stop him for me, won't you? Finish what I started a long, long time ago. I remember how we stopped the dragons. Quinzari and we tricked Count Gronti, used his own ambition against him, convinced him to place a portion of his power in Jode's core. Count Gronti ordered his brothers to follow suit. Once weakened, we were able to trap them in the halls of Colossus. Then the betrayer, then I killed Quinzari. I earned that name. I planned to steal the power, but Anequina's adepts... I'm still here. Chimera, she looks like Anequina. So pretty. Anequina possessed a key to a special place. That's where I learned to use portal. Luckily, they cut off my head and dismembered me before I could reach Jode's core. I guess you have to chop him up again. Tell Tamriel she has the key, and look out for the mother.
I have to chop him up again. Okay. I'm back at the palace.
Was a moon priest. Could that be the key to using the dragon horn?
The same notion occurred to me, Queen Camira.
Wait, I am happy to see you and the others, Five Claw, and I'm eager to hear what happened. Wait, where is Cadwell? That does not bode well. The betrayer of Kunzari was a great hero who became a terrible villain. It took all the remaining champions and the moon priests of Anequina to stop him. But how does the betrayer's return help the dragons? A special place? That does not give us a lot of information to go on, Five Claw. Did Cadwell tell you anything else before he disappeared? The ancient legends. I have been studying them. They mention Jode's core, a vault of some kind. Kunzari tricked the demons into storing their power there, though now we know that the demons were dragons. A metaphor, yes? As for a key... Everyone, meet in the royal study. Cadwell spoke of Anequina, one of Kunzari's champions. He mentioned a key. I think he meant my pendant.
Zamorak remembers. Your mother wore it before you. Does it have more than sentimental significance?
It hides me from magical detection. Mother would take my pendant in her hand and whisper, "When Kunzari smiled, Anequina asked the moons to move for him."
The Shadow Dance Temple ruins. Is that where the betrayer has gone?
I discovered as a young girl that the pendant and this ancient map interact in interesting ways. I learned the stories of Kunzari from my mother. Did I tell you she was a moon singer before she married my father? She said the pendant once belonged to Anequina. I am related to Anequina. Direct descendant, according to the moon priests. An ancient ruin. The place was once the Shadow Dance Temple, but now it is nothing but tumbled stones. Still, Cadwell indicated the pendant was the key to finding the betrayer. What else do we have to go on? Yes, from Kunzari's story. He tricked the demons into giving him their power. Then Anequina moved the moon so he could store the power in Jode's core for safekeeping. Of course, now we know the demons of the story were actually the dragons. In their weakened state, Kunzari was able to trick the dragons and trap them in the halls of Colossus. But one of his companions betrayed him, stabbed him in the back, and went to the place of the Dark Dance to steal the demon power. I think you are right, Five Claw. The betrayer must want to finish what he started in the ancient time. But the dragons also want that power. Are they working together? Either way, we need to get to the temple ruins. As we saw on the map, the ruins lie in the foothills east of the Scar, between Orcrest and the town of Hakoshe. We will meet you there.
Sure.
We need to send your
An interesting story.
to the Moon King, Prefect Kalo.
Agreed.
Agree.
A year ago, we were still enemies.
Perhaps. Wind up fighting side by side someday.
I don't have any wastelands around here. No there? I guess we're not teleporting. Oh, sure, it's like on a mountain. Like, what is this terrain? Why is this so high up? This is this one. No, we didn't get it. Oh, there's a way shrine. Oh.
Chimera's waiting for you inside. If the dragon circling overhead spots us, I'll try to find you.
Zamorak will assist.
Yes, I'm sure your fists will make all the difference.
Oh no, dragons again.
To this ancient temple. This is the right place. I can sense it. But nothing in this chamber looks like it can make the moons move or open a path to Joan or Jode. What are we missing, Fiveclaw? And Riddletar knows I have tried everything I can think of. I held it out. I presented it forcefully. I even shook it vigorously, but nothing happened. I do not know what else to do. My memories and the Kunzari stories, everything jumbles together. Too much research has crowded my mind. Wait, maybe... I remember one thing Mother used to say. Maybe if I repeat her words while I hold the pendant. When a Nequina's blood calls, the shadow dance begins.
By the moons, you
Huh?
opened the path.
There is the portal.
Zamorak and I will deal with the dragon out.
Shadow Dance Temple. Sorry, this is where Cadwell, the betrayer, went. Look at this place.
Why was this hidden for so long? This place has guardians, it seems. But they could not stop the betrayer.
It's actually nice. Stop, dudes.
That relic. See what you can make of it, Five Claw.
Don't mind me.
Sir Cadwell, you're part of Kunzari's Krazun. Why are you doing this?
I want what Kunzari hid away, and I leave the rules to teach. Counts died. What
Bro, what are those attacks? Jesus. Can I activate it?
It's almost a shame how Enequina's faithful keep throwing themselves at my blade. Almost.
Why are we not using the bow from time to time?
The ancient memories become clearer in my mind with every passing moment. We follow the same path as the heroes of legend. Kunzari, Anequina, the Betrayer, they all walked these steps to reach Jode's core. I see the truth of the myths and legends. Kunzari tricked Calcrontid into storing the might of the dragons in Jode's core. Then, the heroes of the Krajun lured them into the halls of Colossus and sealed the doors. Yes, he murdered Kunzari and then came to this temple to gain the power to move the moons and open the way to Jode's core. You see, the path only appears at the moon gate of Anequina when the moons are aligned, as in an eclipse. True. But many died before they lopped off his head. The Betrayer was the greatest warrior of his day. If it comes to a battle, it will not be an easy one. There is an apparatus in the sanctuary, linked to the larger moon gate. That is what we seek. We are about to enter the place where the Betrayer faced his greatest failure. Where he died at the hands of the remaining heroes and moon priests. We must make sure history repeats itself. The shade of Anequina darkens with rage whenever I think about him. Even before his betrayal, she detested the man. He was vain, proud, a great sword fighter, but full of ego and hubris. Perhaps that is his weakness, his pride.
Perhaps. Could be. Ah, so we're in a vault now. Oh, there is? CADWELL!
Too late! Stop it! I'm going to share the power with the dragon.
Uh-oh. What is he doing? What are those? Oh, there are portals for him to teleport.
Something is wrong. I cannot stop the eclipse. The betrayer did something to the apparatus. The moons cannot hear my plea. No. The betrayer has set the moons in motion, and they will not answer to my song. There is nothing to stop the dragons from using the moon gate of Anequina to reach Jode's core. Not yet. This apparatus moves the moons, but the moon gate of Anequina creates the portal to Jode's core. Luckily, I sent forces there to defend it from the dragons. We will join them. But first, the memories tell me we have one more task here. Anequina's memories show me how she once used the dragon horn. The combat dragon horn you gave me. It needs to be energized. Have its power restored. Activate the nearby temple relic, and I will charge the dragon horn. Anequina, Cadwell, John, and Jode. All of it. Into the dragon horn.
Dip in cold water is refreshing, pleasant, and I'm fitted.
This is the good one, right?
Let me at him. I returned as soon as I could to help you give the betrayer a good thrashing.
Yeah, because we killed the bad one.
I thought it was the cozy confines of my beloved Cold Harbor, but I suppose it has more to do with the destruction of my other half. Well, good show. The world is saved. That doesn't sound good. Let me think. If I concentrate, I can recall what was going through my despicable other self's mind. He wanted to make sure no one could stop the path from opening. He promised the dragons. I'm afraid not, at least not from here. He did something to the apparatus. It can't be used again. Chimera might be able to separate the moons, but she'd need to do it at the moon gate. She looks a little peaked though, doesn't she?
I am all right. Cadwell, can we use your portal to return to Riemann?
Of course, Chimera. It's ready.
Okay, let's go then.
The eclipse approaches, and with it the opening of the moon gate of Anequina. We have a short amount of time before the way to Jode's core appears. At least I am attuned, and I was able to charge the dragon horn. Gareshri has already gone to the moon gate of Anequina to take charge of the forces there.
Oh, we gotta activate the scroll.
Join him shortly. Thank you for helping with my attunement, Five Claw.
Yeah, no worries.
With you and my ancestors beside me, we will find a way to stop the dragons. The eclipse of Gareshri. We stopped the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion. Soon they will align. When the eclipse occurs, the moon gate of Anequina will open and grant access to Jode's core, which is exactly what the dragons desire. Some, but not a lot. Luckily, we anticipated the connection to the Moon Gate and sent Gareshri ahead with whatever forces we could spare, which was not as much as I would like. I just wish we had something else to fall back on. The combat Dragonhorn is charged, but we still do not know its full capabilities. We must not waste its energy, so we will save it until absolutely necessary. We should make our way to the Moon Gate now. Tell our companions, it is time. Our companions left the palace to wander Rimmon and consider what is to come. Find Abner Tarn, Zamorak, and Prefect Kalo. Cadwell too, if he is still around. I would like them to join us at the Moon Gate, but will understand if they decide not to. The ancient structure rises out of the jungle far to the southwest. To think, a place known primarily as a pilgrimage stop and historical curiosity may turn out to be the site of Elswere's most crucial battle yet. The Moon Gates are among the oldest ruins in Elswere. Of the few sites we know of, the Anequina ruin is the most well-preserved. Moon priests consider it sacred. The Riddlethar ties it to the lattice. The rest of us, we see a pile of old rocks. I can only tell you what I experienced. I became one with the temple, with all its memories and past experiences. I connected with my bloodline, with the first Anequina herself. I was attuned. I underwent the process of attunement, the same as Anequina and the moon priests of the temple, the same as Cadwell. I know how to make the moons move, provided we find a working lunar lattice apparatus. Some of the stories about Anequina speak of her teleporting from place to place. I see something about portals, but it does not make much sense. Perhaps when I have had 1,000 years to practice, I will be as competent as Cadwell, yes?
101,000 experience points, awesome. And that was the quest, my friends. Cadwell the Betrayer. Hope you have enjoyed it.